Brand new cards have dropped, and a whole new archetype, and I will be the judge of whether it's good or not. Because, it's not like you want to trust someone who says that Tenpai is gonna suck, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they even got the Keck W in there. Alright, let's jump in. First of all, we got some Whitewoods support here. The Fiend of the Whitewoods is a quick play spell. Does it have the second effect? Sent to the grave, activate. Yeah, okay, cool. As long as it has the discard recursion from all of the Whitewoods monsters, and that's the most important thing. Tribute a Synchro, cost target a face-up card in the field, negate till the end of this turn if you tribute a Whitewood Synchro special, an illusion from your grave. That's decent, right? Probably not like a 3-of or anything. It's really weird because like all of the Whitewoods cards, this one needs a little bit of setup and stuff because you need the actual, you need to actually be playing, and you need to actually get your thing, your engine running and your Synchro monster on the field. But, like, the thing is, like, every Whitewoods card is just good to, like, you know, have because they kind of, like, work really well. I see this definitely being played, though. This is definitely, like, strong. I mean, in Archetype, Searchable, Negate, I think it's definitely strong. No one-card combo yet? Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest issue with Whitewoods, which is, it's... I don't want to say bricky is the word. It still feels like an engine. It doesn't feel like a deck right now. And something is going to be played alongside it. I don't really think there's a way to play this deck just by itself. At least not into the current metagame. It's way too underwhelming. I got so excited when I saw we were getting more Whitewood support because it's one of my favorite decks recently, but this is just okay. I was hoping for a field spell, continuous spell to help you get to a starter. Say the line, a field spell that searches, a normal summon that gets you a card, and then a link one that searches the field spell. We should just, like, start doing that with every archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just start... copy-pasting every link one and every field spell to just do the same thing. I love that. I mean, it's good for consistency. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I mean, nothing wrong with it in the sense of like... Anyway, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole. I love the art style of the Whitewoods, and I think they're my favorites in the whole game. A negate, free negate, if Diabellstar uses fodder. Nice. And do love that it uses up a main deck slot. You love that it uses a main deck slot. A random thing to be really happy about. Man, kind of hoping we get more. Yeah, so not exactly the greatest card ever, but, I mean, I think it's decent. Alright, Performapals. I will be honest, I was extremely disappointed in the Performage stuff. I don't think the rank up exceed thing is at all what the deck was needing. So maybe we can combine them with some new Pepes and it'll some new Performapals, and hopefully it'll be just like the old times. Control a continuous spell. That doesn't include a pendulum, right? If you control a continuous spell, special this. This is specialed. Send a level 4 lower light spellcaster from your deck to the grave. A light spellcaster. Is there a Performapal that's good in the grave? I mean, it's any light spellcaster, but sure. This is face-up card leaves the field. Target spell trap on the field. Destroy it. This face-up card leaves the field. So if you just link with this, you can just pop a card. Snow? Okay, right. That's great for Mastodon in OCG, I guess, you know. It sends snow. Trick Clown? Aha! Of course. That's important. Alright. So you just summon... This is a one-card link... It's a one-card link to Beyond the Pendulum before your normal summon. So that's really good. You just need the continuous spell, which I don't remember if there is a good continuous spell for Performapals, but that's pretty cool. That is actually strong. List of notable targets: Whitewood Monster, Snow, Golden Sword Soul, Ecclesia, Cartesia, Trick Clown, Juggler, Rainbow Magician, and lastly, Royal Magical Library and Jowgin for... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Are we making Beyond the Pendulum? Isn't Beyond the Pendulum just 2 effect monsters? Beyond the Pendulum. You just activate this, send, special Trick Clown, 2 effect monsters, including a... Oh. Never mind. Unlucky. Unlucky. Scrap that. Alright. Goblin oh, I didn't read the comments. Well, he told us all the good targets. Alright, anyway. Badass Goblin Bikers? What do you think the TCG name of this is going to be? What's the PG 4Kids style translation we're going to get for this? Epically cool Fortnite Skibbity Ohio Goblin Bikers. Something like that. Sick Goblin Bikers. Totally awesome Goblin Bikers. Alright, it's a level 6 Dark Fiend. God, I love level 6 Fiends. Really is the Year of the Fiend. We went from Year of the Fire to Year of the Fiend. So, can't wait. Can only second and third effect of this name once, but turn control of monsters. All monsters are goblins. Normal this without tributing. This is normal, special, level 4 lower goblin from the deck. This is sent to the grave, target card on the field, attach it to your goblin exceeds a material. That's fucking incredible, by the way. Card is sick as shit. It really is badass. Wow, they were just being honest with the name here. Isn't this just like... Does Goblin Biker really have like a good starter right now? I don't think they do. Like just like a strong 1-card starter? Like not really. Okay, tour guide. Sure. So this by itself is pretty decent. Okay, right, sure. But no Goblin Biker cards. That's fair. This is good. This is actually like super strong. I don't know if the level really matters, if you'd prefer it if it was level 3. But it's still really good. This is good. This is very sick. It's not going to make it meta, just saying, but, you know, maybe with the right ban list, which is today, surely. Today's the red zone. Goblin Biker Grand Imprisonment is a quick play. You can use the first, second effect, but the tribute a monster cost. Special Goblin Biker from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn. Quick play, spell to dodge. Effect negation on this guy seems actually really powerful, so that's kind of cool. When I'm also declares an attack, but that's one of my favorite interactions in Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way, is like summoning a guy, they hit it with something, and you chain Econ or Droplet. Like I love that shit. Anyway, tribute a monster and special a goblin from your deck, but it cannot attack. That's fucking insane. When a monster declares an attack, banish this, detaching number of materials from a goblin exceed, on face a monster opponent controls, lose 1,000 for each. Yeah, this is really good. This is just E-Telly that requires a tribute, which is good for playing into boards and going second. Like, that's very strong. This is, like, really, really good cards. Goblin Biker Grand Crisis, continuous trap. First and second of this is once per turn. Target a goblin you control, a monster your opponent controls, or a goblin in your grave and one monster in your opponent's grave. Banish both. It's weird that they didn't just let it attach your opponent's monsters, because that's the entire gimmick of it, but that's pretty neat. Probably just a one of and nothing else, but good, decent disruption for the grave. Oh, wait, actually, so it's a goblin you control and a monster your opponent controls, or you can choose to do a goblin in your grave and a card in your opponent's grave. That's extremely powerful. That's like, what's the word? Very versatile. It just gives you all kinds of different layered disruption depending on what your opponent's playing and doing. So this is like one of the best types of defensive plays in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just being able to diversify your disruptions, and especially not having it all completely centered on your monsters. Because then, you know, your whole deck just becomes super vulnerable to Dart Ruler or Droplet. So having like a good trap card that does this is super sick. Second effect, ascend this face-up card for your spell trap zone, then target 5 of your banished goblins with different names, special summon them. Okay, so that's broken, but does this mean you have to have exactly 5? No, right? You can have like 7, right? That's like fine. That's not an issue. But you bring back exactly 5. So like the setup and activation requirement is, I mean, this is just a bonus, right? Like, let's be real. That's never gonna like, you know, be a reason you play this card. You know, this is, let's be real. The disruption, the searchable like disruption that this offers you is why this is sick. But if you do end up in a grind game, if you do end up in a situation which, you know, definitely can happen probably like at least a third of the time or something, this is like obviously really good. So just, I mean, Soul Chart, like, return from the different dimension as a bonus effect on your card, you know, like you can't complain about that. 3 solid cards. Good starter card, good extender, good defensive card. You literally cannot ask for better support than this right here in terms of its categories. Like, the only way these cards can be better is if it summoned, like, 2 monsters, or if this didn't even tribute for cost. It just E-Telly for a guy from your deck for free, like, etc. Like, the only way you can make these cards better if you just straight up just power creep them even further and make them summon more guys or something. Genuinely really powerful cards. This is super sick. I hope they keep this name. Good luck. Konami on their way to rename him Cool Guy. Please, TCG, please keep that name. What's going on in the Grand Crisis card? Oh, we got some lore Andes here. Yeah, so basically what's going on here is, yeah. Mementos could play that quick play spell, right? Technically, yes. Yes, but the deck has a lot of ways to special without going -1. They look fun. If only it was a level 3 monster. Still might be played, though. Quick play's insane. You could play them as an engine now. Goblins now have access to rank 9s and 10s, 11s too if they want to play the normal. Why are the bikers not out in Mastodon? There's a new Goblin appearing on these cards and hope it's going to be a good one. Can't underestimate how broken the Goblin quick play is. It's going to be in every deck once this stuff catches on. It's like OSS, but better because you can use it to dodge targeted stuff, effectively getting 2-3 monsters out of it and another spell. And all of this goes into Invoker or other rank 3s. Also Isolde. It's ridiculous. I think it's that good. Maybe it's any monster. Like, maybe, like, some 3-axis bullshit, right? With, like punks and Gold Pride, and you can fit this in as well? Maybe? Maybe? Well, in terms of the Goblin Biker stuff, it is, like, very strong, so good shit. Alright, new archetype here. It's a fusion deck. Why do they keep making every new archetype a fusion, by the way? Would you look at that? Illusion monsters. That's crazy. Wait, does this deck not have a main deck? Wait, there's no main deck. Huh. Okay. I was advised to read this in reverse order. Because reading the spells and traps apparently is better. So, let's do that. Hang on, is this just Whitewoods? Okay. I'm telling you, man, the only thing Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs is a Netflix series. I mean, just look at this shit. Look at that fucking artwork. Unbelievable. Alright, anyway. I guess I'll take the advice and go in reverse order. Sinful Spoils Offenders. So that's just searchable, isn't it? Off of Witch. Normal Trap. Can only use the first second effect of this name once per turn. If your opponent's special monster from the deck under extra and you control Diabell monster, target a monster they control and shuffle it into the deck. If your Diabell battles, banish this. The opponent's monster type becomes halved. Trap card. We'll see if that's actually like... if this is going to be a combo deck or if it's actually a control deck where you actually want to set multiple trap cards. But obviously if it's searchable, then very, very good. Bonus little attack manipulation is always like so much more relevant than you think it is. But it's nice when it's a bonus and not when it's like the entire purpose of your deck. Warrock, you know. Sinful Spoils Deception, a continuous spell. You can only first, second, and third of this name once each per turn. Tribute a monster from your hand or field. Hand or field, by the way. Cost. Add an Asamina from deck to the hand. I wonder if this is going to have any synergy with just, like, tributing guys that are good to tribute from your hand. Maybe this will be played in an engine of a deck that likes to be tributed. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but chucking a bunch of dudes into the grave could be good depending on what you're playing. A monster is sent to your opponent's grave and you control an Asamina. Make your opponent lose 1,500 life, and if you do, gain 1,500 life. Ah, cool. Don't you just love when we get time as a win condition? During the end phase, if this is in your grave because it was sent at this turn for the face-up spell and trap zone, set it. Okay, and it's annoying to get rid of. And it's a, you know, once per turn, just add a card after tributing. Curious to know what you're going to be tributing, since there's no main deck monsters. Asamina Hamartia. Normal trap. Goes first enemy once per turn, only once that turn. Reveal an Asamina Fusion, and shuffle a Sinful Spoil from your grave and or banishment into the deck for every 4 levels it has. Brain. So if it's level 8, you shuffle 2, basically. Then special the revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion summon. Banish this from your grave and target a Sinful Spoil spell trap in your grave. Set it, but it cannot be activated this turn. If you're going to be fusion summoning with trap cards, let me tell you, the fusion monsters, they better fucking do shit on summon. So, yeah. Asamina. Anyone speak Greek? Quick play spell kills first second effect this name once per turn, only once that turn. During the main phase, reveal an Asamina Fusion in your extra and send a Sinful Spoil from your hand or field to the grave for every 4 levels it has. Those cards are set, reveal them. Reveal an Asamina Fusion and send a Sinful Spoil from your hand and or field. So, I mean, I guess you can just send these things as fuel, and then they reset themselves and stuff like that. So, yeah, okay. For every 4 levels, if those cards are set, reveal them, and then special the revealed monster. This is treated as a fusion. Bring your main, banish this from your grave, and target an Asamina in your grave and special summon it. Okay, so probably just bringing back the fusions, I assume, with this thing. Sacred Asamina. Normal spell can use second effect once per turn. Reveal an Asamina Fusion. Etu. Reveal an Asamina Fusion and send... So same summoning condition for the fusion. If this is in your grave, target an Asamina, or you control, or in your grave, shuffle it, and if you do, add this to your hand. Okay. So basically, you're just, like, setting up all of these as your, like, fodder for the actual fusion summon. Which, alright, well, let's see if these are actually good and worth summoning. Maybe start with the smaller ones first. They got 3 6s and an 8. Wait, so how do you fusion summon a level 6? You're always going to fusion summon by sending 2, right? So, there's not really a... Wait, 6 takes 1? Sinful spell from your hand or field to the grave for every 4 levels it has. But it's every 4 levels. So I assume it's up to 8 is when you only need 1. Okay. That's significantly better. 1.5. Send 1, there's only 1, 4, and 6. Right, yeah. Okay, interesting. So, Power Crypt Ritual Summoning. Asamina Ria Silvera. Level 6 Dark Illusion Fusion, 1915, Illusion and a Light Spellcaster. There's a second and third effect of this name each once per turn. Any battle damage your Asamina monsters other than itself inflicts to your opponent is doubled. Okay. Your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, tribute this, Yay. And then you can bring it back, right, with this thing? During a main phase, banish this, target Asamina, special summon it. You just have like a generic Omni Negate, and you can just bring it back with the spell card. Thankfully, it's not the trap card. This is destroy a battle or card effect, add a Sinful Spell trap from deck to hand. Be pretty broken if it set it, but okay, alright. So you're always going to be wanting to end on this thing. Asamina Mu Ricielago. Same stats and stuff, or typings, 2024. Illusion and Light Spellcaster. You can use the first and third effect once per turn. If this is fusion, summon add an Asamina or Sinful Spoil card. A +1. A monster your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense for each Asamina. I mean, I guess you're just going to be spamming multiples of these things, right? It does not seem hard to summon the 6s. Monster your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense for each Asamina. If this is destroy a battle card effect, add 1. So they all have that floating ability. Sinful Spoil spell. So this one only adds spells, and this one only adds traps. But still decent and good recursion there. Asamina Sol Elisitoni, level 6 Dark Illusion, Illusion and a Fiend. You can only use first and second and once per turn. This is fusion summon target card on the field. Send it to the grave. Send yourself now. So decent going second, and you can fusion summon this going second, right? With the trap cards. Yep. Just to disrupt your opponent. During each standby, target an Asamina or Sinful Spell card in your grave and add it to your hand every standby phase. That's really good. Alright, here's the boss monster, Moa Regina. Is this a Mean Girls reference? Is this a Mean Girls reference? 3,000, 2,000. An illusion and then one of the Asaminas. Generally, I guess. Can only use first second effect once per turn. Target an illusion in your grave except Asamina, special summon it. Alright, well, I mean, just, you know, summon the Rota. And then use this and another card to then fusion summon this. And then this just brings this back. You know, or you can, like, bring back this one after you've made it at some point. So you negate, bring it back, and then negate again. Oh, wait, no, actually, to be fair, they did make this a hard once per turn. Okay, all right. So it revives, and then when a Sinful Spell Asamina or effect is activated, accept itself, target up to 2 cards of the field, destroy. Fucking hell! Oh my god. So you have, like, a negate, an on-summon, like, pop, and then 2 more pops. This seems pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. This whole deck seems pretty fucking absurd. Like, your your fusion... Your fusion summons feel very, like, free. In a lot of ways. And all of these, like, materials kind of, like, replace themselves. Diabellstar wanted just really good cards in this deck, because it literally searches everything. And pitching them to the grave with the discard effect isn't even bad. Like, that's, this looks really strong. You need a lot of Sinful Spells to play the deck pure. Yeah, but these are 3/3, and then you have your original Sin, which, yeah, take back the ban list prediction, by the way. They are not banning original Sin. So, you know, expect, like, Flamberge or something to be banned instead, probably, right? Because it doesn't make any sense to hit the Diabellstar cards now. If they're going to want to keep them around for a while. They never were. Probably, but it definitely made the most sense gameplay-wise. Anyway, banlist discussion aside, the artwork on these is insane. Sol Elikistone is just amazing. They never really miss with fusion artwork, by the way. OSS does nothing for this deck. I mean, like, you're still gonna want to mix this in with another engine. When you think about it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has cool archetypes. Would be cool if they weren't locked behind 500 euros at release. Well, listen, you can get the reprint in a year when they've hit all of the cards. Read the posted combo. Sinful's Ball Deception, add Sacred Asamina, fusion summon for Ricielago, using Deception as a material. Ricielago add Wanted Diabell, summon Diabell, set Sinful, link Diabell and Ricielago for Masquerena, activate the Grave effect to shuffle it to add it, use the Sacred Asamina to, using OSS to summon Silvera, OSS Grave effect to add Poplar Ash, Wanted Grave effect to shuffle OSS back and draw. An example. Lots of yapping there, but yeah, I can see this being a crazy amount of different 2-3 card combos. Looks really powerful. It looks really, really powerful. All of the recursion as well is really strong, and all of the disruption on your opponent's turn looks really good as well. So yeah, it doesn't look like super oppressive yet, but we'll see. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will find a way to make this absurd. Finally, fusion summoning with spells and traps. Drytron did it first, kind of. When it comes to Masadu, I think I'll try Chimera Asamina. Sol and Regina looks good for it, but I have to try it myself. Say the line, Bart, quick effect, negate. The art is godlike. Seems pretty good, but it's probably going to take a while to figure out the best deck with these cards. Maybe Chimera Asamina could be a thing. The good thing whenever we get decks and archetypes like this is that it's so open-ended in terms of its creativity and deck building, which is always good to see. But then usually what happens is, you know, OCG just take the game, break it, and then it comes over here and it's basically fully solved. Kind of like what happened with Snake Eye. But, you know, hopefully we'll be able to come up with our own variations and stuff in the future. Anyway, that's been the new cards. Asamina looks like probably going to be the next Tier 0 deck in the line of Tier 0 metas that we've had every single year for the last couple of seasons. Hope you're looking forward to it. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next card review or whatever. Meme review tomorrow, actually.